You're watching Metallica Mania, and I'm your host CJ. And well, I wasn't happy with the Black Dahlia Murder ranking before, so I thought maybe I'll redo it. Um, I kind of waited a week for the whole thing over with the morning of. It's still going on probably, but I just didn't want to make it seem like I was trying to get clout off it because I've already gone into a video recording right after about people trying to get clout off of Trevor Strnad's death, which is tragic. And yeah, this video is basically just going through the absolute awesome discography that is Black Dahlia Murder. Not a bad album in their discography at all. I'm kind of getting in order right now because I was kind of in a hurry. I already did this video a couple of times beforehand and need to just get ready. So let's start it out. We have Black Dahlia Murder's Miasma at number 9, which they have no bad records. All of them are perfect 10 out of 10s. I don't say that any song is absolutely horrible by them. No song is absolutely horrible. No song is not. Every song is beyond great, honestly. Songs on here are the ones that are good on here are Statutory Ape, Novelty Crosses, Dave Goes to Hollywood, Miscarriage, Miasma. Awesome record. It's in my opinion, kind of a step down to where their first record was. I can't really remember the name until I get to it. So yeah, number 1, Miasma, 2005. Just yeah, the album art's kind of weird. There was kind of like a whole story behind that, and I'm not going to go into it. If you want to look up the story behind it, you can. Next one at number 8 is Everblack. I thought this one would be a little bit higher. It's still perfect. It's got stuff like In Hell Is Where She Waits for Me, Goat of Departure being the absolute fucking best song they've ever done. That opening riff, the blasting, and then I know how to play the riff for it too. So it's basically how I know it goes. It goes to the front, right? It goes to the top fret, the E string, and then goes down, and then power chord, and then power chord up. Absolutely awesome riff. Absolutely awesome riff on that album. Into the Everblack, Raped in Hatred by Vines and of Thorns, Phantom Limb Masturbation, another great song. This album is like prog oriented. Like it's if they had a prog album, this would be it. Honestly, like it's their most melodic record in my opinion. More melodic than their newest one, which is Verminous, their newest one. I seen them live on that tour. Yeah. Blood Mine. Oh my god, Blood Mine is so good. Honestly, Blood Mine is just absolutely amazing. Their beloved Absentee, Map of Scars. Oh, this album is just killer. Absolutely killer album. Number 7 is Abysmal. I absolutely love Abysmal so much. Like, it's just an absolute amazing record. It's got songs like Vlad, Son of the Dragon, Abysmal, Refaced, Threat Level number 3. It's kind of like the continuation of the really melodic side, but it isn't as long as Everblack. Everblack was kind of a longer album. It's their longest one, at like 40 minutes. The Fog, Sigiophobic, I think it is, Asylum, The Advent, That Cannot Die, Which Eternally Is Dead. Just epic. The guitar tone, the vocals, everything is just spot on every single Black Dahlia record. They've never had a misstep. They've never had a album that isn't up to par. It's all just, if you could pick any of these albums, just absolutely enjoy every minute of it. So, number 6, I think it is, yeah, is Unhallowed. Kind of a weird pick to have this low, but yeah. Still dealing with that issue. This is recorded a week early. This video was recorded in advance. I just wanted to release it a little bit later, so I wasn't getting the traffic from the event that Trevor Strnad's passing. I don't want to get the views for that week, because everybody's like going back and watching all the videos. I just don't want to put out a video to get shit ton of views. I'm not like that. I want to wait. So I'm not getting the traffic from that. I'm not making views off that. I've already published a video on that, which was mostly calling out the horrible videos that people were posting about, like, the picture of like Trevor and then a car accident next to it, and saying like stuff about like found death video found or something like that. Like, I posted a video calling them out. Like I thought it was absolutely horrible that people were trying to get clout off of his passing. So I just decided to wait out of respect. I decided to wait to post this video. Yeah, Unhallowed, Funeral Thirst, Elder Mythopathy, Misanthropy. Should know how to say that because Death has a song called that. And Contagion, When the Last Grave Has Emptied, Thy Horror Cosmic, The Blackest Incarnation, Him from the Wretched, Closed Casket Requiem. Holy fuck, that song's good. And Apex. Trevor's vocals, absolutely fantastic on this album. I think they're really good, honestly. It's where everything's more raw. The guitars are more raw. The tone isn't there yet, but it still gives off a really good, really good death metal. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's melodic death metal yet. It's more like regular, like old school Carcass type death metal. And yeah, number 5 is Ritual. This one was a lot lower last time. Yeah, I decided to do this ranking as I was just going back and just listening to all the albums, remembering all the, yeah, basically what everybody else is doing mostly at this time. But I just decided to post this video a lot later, and out of respect, I wanted to post the video a lot later, so I'm not getting the traffic. I'm going to say it again. Number 1, The Shrine to Madness, absolutely amazing song. Stirring Seas of Salted Blood, probably one of the best ones on the record. Absolutely awesome. I think this one was all about like rituals. Like, I'm not too sure. The spirits conspiring with the damned, the widow, Den of the Pecrist, Grave Robber's Work, Raven. Oh, this album is just killer. It's like the transition album from like their earlier, more death metal-y stuff. They kind of went into more melodic death metal a little bit later on, or a little bit later on in that first period. But then, like, this is kind of like smack dab in the middle of 2011, and then it goes to Everblack, which is in 2013, and they kind of get more melodic after that. As you can see, I prefer both sides. I like both of the more melodic and more death metal style stuff they've done. Number 4 is Nightbringer. Widowmaker, absolutely awesome. So absolutely awesome opening song. This album is way more heavy than anything they've ever done. This is when Brandon Ellis joined the band. I knew him prior from like his time with 6 Feet Under, like, because I'm a huge 6 Feet Under fan, honestly. Like, I'm also a huge fan of that band as well. He was on like, I think, one record from them, and it's like one of their best ones. And the riffs on that one is so good too. Ungod and Serpent, Insector and Snake, Matriarch. Probably one of my favorite children. Probably, I almost said Children of Bodom. I don't know why I'm thinking of Children of Bodom right now. Favorite Black Dahlia Murder songs. Nightbringers, Jars, Kings of the Night World, Catacomb, Hedatum, As Good as Dead, The Lonely Deceased. Oh, this album is so heavy. It's just their most heavy record. Trevor's vocals are just so intense on this album. It just gives you an absolute just blast of melodic death metal. It's like one of the heaviest melodic death metal records you can go to. Number 3 is Nocturnal, which is kind of a controversial pick to have at number 3. But, yeah, I just like the two up above it. Which order are they in? Honestly, I'm not going to spoil it. Songs like Everything Went Black, What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse, just an absolute classic live song. Like, they do that song, I think, as the encore. Absolutely love it. Virally Yours, Worship Only What You Bleed, Nocturnal, Death Mask Divine, Of Darkness Spawn, Climatic Degradation to Breathless Oblivion, and Warborn. Warborn is an absolute beast of a song and a record. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. It's like, this is the album that everybody cites to like getting them into Black Dahlia Murder. The album that got me into Black Dahlia Murder was Nightbringers. Like, and yeah, it just didn't stop from there, honestly. I just never stopped from there. I just, for years, have just binge listened to this band constantly. Like, and I got to see them live too, which was absolutely amazing. And number 2 is The Floor. This was number 1 last time. If you want to go watch that one I did during that time post a RIP Trevor Strnad on that video. Like, and yeah, that news hit me hard that day, and yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about, because I'm absolutely horrible about talking about like expressing my feelings without offending people. It's basically my story, my life. So I'm just gonna go back into songs like Black Valor, Necropolis, Denounced and Disgraced, Crest Deformed, Selection of Natural Death. Just everything on this album is just downright fantastic. And if you read the lyrics, you could even some of the actual lyrics go towards the album art, which is pretty cool, honestly. It's one of their most cool records, and one of the most underappreciated ones that they've ever done. And I think it kind of like gets a bad rap because it was kind of going into that more melodic sense than even more than what Nocturnal was doing. They kind of just evolved their sound constantly, and a lot of people were like, we like Nocturnal, and we like Nocturnal. This is not Nocturnal. But I got into them later, so I got like a fresh eyes on that album. And so number 1 is Verminous, their latest 2020 album. Yeah, what to say about this? Another one with Brandon Ellis on guitar. And yeah, when I seen them live for the second time, they played a lot from this album. Just, I think they played Child of Night, Removal of the Oaken Stake, Godlessly, Verminous. They played a lot of songs from this album, and yeah, it's it's one of their most melodic albums. It's got more of that like it's got a slower feel to it, more downright disgusting, verminous feel to it. It's got the title kind of fits it, the whole album art, the theme of the record, just green, disgusting. Yeah, it just fits it. It feels like you're in the sewer almost. It fits. The whole thing with like the sound of like the dripping water and the rats and everything on the record just is fantastic. Overall, musically, this is their best music, like their best music album. Their best musically, honestly. So that's how I rank the Black Dahlia Murder. Hope you guys liked it, and yeah, stay metal, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.